What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to Challenging Celtic with Hearts. Today we've got two cup games, Rangers in the Betfred Cup Semi Final, and Dumbarton in the Scottish Cup third round. We did get Rangers. We did win our quarterfinal matchup, and it gave us Rangers. Celtic have been knocked out, so if we get through this tie, there's a chance we could win it, because we've beaten a couple Premiership teams to get here. Look at the schedule. It's been nothing but green since I last saw you for Livingston. Played Greenock Morton, beat them 1-0. Dan Lundulu scoring a goal. He's just been fantastic. He's so good. His goals per game ratio is just nuts. Gary Mackay-Steven missed a penalty. He started off this little stretch pretty poorly. He's ended it decently well, though. He's had a couple decent games in a row for us, but he's just up and down right now. All of our wingers are up and down, so mostly down. We then played Queen of the South, who are very much bottom of the table. I think they're on like 2 points still, and we have how many points do we have? Are they still on 2 points? They're on 5 points now. They got to win. We're on 37 points. So, yeah, they're struggling, and we beat them 3-1. Liam Boyce with the brace, Peter Herring with the goal. A rare goal from Peter Herring. We rotated a little bit because we knew the St. Johnston match was coming up. So, that was with the rotated squad, and with our first team squad against St. Johnston, who are in the Premiership, I believe. Yeah, Scottish Premiership. We beat them 3-0. With Craig Halkett scoring a brace, both from the corners, and Liam Boyce scoring the goal. He's been in pretty good form as well. In this game, Andy Irving got injured, and it is not good. He's been out for, since then already, so he's been out about a month already. And he's going to be out another 3 months. So, terrible injury to a player that was playing so well for us. We had another injury, too, that happened a little bit later. I think it was in training, though, so it won't show up on here. But we then played Wraith, 1-2-1, not the most convincing. They're doing okay, so we were 2-0 up. So we held a 2-0 lead for most of the game, but you'll notice it's usually in Lundulu just carrying the team. The attacking midfield and attackers did absolutely nothing this game. Defense played well, in Lundulu played well, and that was it. Midfield was totally absent. McAniff has been okay as a replacement. He's not been as good, but he's been all right. He's done his job. Halliday's just not been good this season. Mackay-Steven, like I said, has been up and down. I can't find a good left winger. We've currently got one in decent form, but it seems very fleeting. We then played Ayr, beat them 4-2. Liam Brace with the goal, in Lundulu with another brace, and Halliday getting a rare goal. It was an absolute rocket, too. So that was a good win. We're second in the league, I think, at that point. So, and we went 3-0 up. They scored two goals in a row to kind of make it a little bit worrying. But then we scored a fourth in the 84th minute in Lundulu, stepping up to finish the game off. We then smashed Arbroath 5-0 in Lundulu with a hat trick, an own goal, and Stephen Kingsley getting a rare goal from left back. Still, midfield not really doing anything. One player, Jamie Walker, has finally stepped up on the left wing and has put in some decent performances recently. So he's been important to us on the left wing because he's the only player that's stepping up. Gelhardt had a chance to, and he didn't do anything. So I'm struggling to find good wingers in this team. We then were going to come back for Dundee, but then I saw this Rangers match, and I had to come back for that. So we just went through this Dundee match, beat them 3-1. It looked pretty ropey because we were actually down 1-0, and then we scored 3 goals in the 70th, 80th, and 93rd minute. Of course, in Lundulu scoring. He scores every single game. We then played in the Scottish Cup second round. First round that we were in the Scottish Cup, we had Falkirk, who were a League One team, I believe, beat them 3-1. Rotated a little bit for that match because I knew Dunfermline coming up were a decent team. Still played in Lundulu, and he scored a brace because, of course, he did. Gary Mackay-Steven, this is when he finally started to get back into a little bit of form. That's the reason I played him. I wanted to play him into some form. And he's been decent. He had another good game after that against Dunfermline. Beat them 3-0. And then Alloa Athletic, who are not doing very well in the league, beat them 4-1 with a very rotated squad. In Lundulu still played because I feel like I have to play him in every match because I don't want him to stop scoring because I don't know. I'm worried he won't start again. So we got Rangers next. It's going to be very hard. Irving's out. Craig Gordon is out. He was out for about a month. So missing him really sucked because he's really good. But we've still done all right. We've only conceded 2 goals once. So not like having a back goalkeeper's really killed us. So won't have him against Rangers. We might have him against Dumbarton. Probably should have him against Dumbarton. Says we will, though. So, to get into the team selection, this is the team I'm going with. Zlamal, who is leaving at the end of the season. He's 37, 38 years old. 35 years old. Okay, a little bit younger than I thought. He's 35 years old, but he wanted a 4-year deal. Like, I'm not giving a 35-year-old goalkeeper a 4-year deal with an extra 1 year added on if he plays like 5 games, which he won't do at 39 years old. But yeah, I just wasn't about to get a 35-year-old goalkeeper 4-year deal to be a backup, and he wanted quite a bit of money too, so he's going to be going. No tail off my back. So other than that, Smith on the right, Halkett, John Sutar is back and playing. He's getting into some match sharpness. He's been good too to start his time back in the team, so it's good to have him back. I'm playing him and Halkett. Halkett's been pretty good, especially scoring a few goals. He's popped up when we needed him to. Mackay Steven, been in decent form his last 2 matches, so he's going to get the start. McAdoo and Halliday. And then Walker's a little bit injured. He's out for another 2 days, but he's got match sharpness. He's match fit. He's good condition, so I'm going to risk him because he's our only in-form left winger. If we look at our backup left wingers, Ginley, 6.78, has been awful. And where's the other one? Where is he? Am I blind? I think I'm blind. Castanier, 6.58. Just absolutely terrible. So it's got to be Jamie Walker. If we have any chance of winning this game, it's with Jamie Walker in there. And we're going to the strike partnership of Armand and Inlundulu. They seem to be the in-form partnership right now. And it gives us an extra way to beat Rangers from corners and deep free kicks. Having Armand's heading ability, having both of their heading ability. And actually knowing that, I'm actually going to float crosses just for this game only. I like to do mixed because Liam Boyce is amazing in the air. So, but if I got these two up top, I can float crosses all day. Inlundulu might not be tall, but he has really good jumping reach. So he's scored a lot of headers. He might have scored more headers than Armand so far this season. If we look at his actually scoring, he has scored 18 and 12 starts in the league. No sub appearances, just 12 starts. He scored 18 goals, 7.91 average rating. And he scored 7 and 5 in the Cup. He's been nuts. I really hope we can get him back next season. He has actually played for Southampton in the Premier League, so I'm kind of worried they won't loan him back to us, but we'll see. I think I looked earlier and it's too early to re-extend his loan, so I can't do anything right now, but I definitely want him back. But yeah, it's just going to be a lucky dip for this game. If we get destroyed, we get destroyed. I don't have too many expectations. I just want to see where we're at against a team like Rangers. So this is going to be a good marker for where we're at as a team, where we need to improve. I think I already know Halliday needs to be improved on. The wings I still think need to be improved, even though they're playing decently right now. And I think I'm pretty happy with the defense. So yeah, but let's get into this game, see what it looks like, see how we can handle Rangers. I'm going to put my hands in my pockets and say nobody expects us to get a result, so just go out there and enjoy playing without any pressure on you. The pressure's all on Rangers, and I have faith. Didn't get much reaction, but I have faith gets a decent reaction. Inlundulu, he's the only one we need to be motivated. Him motivated is just deadly for any other team. It's not the best weather for football out there today. How do you think the conditions will affect your performance? My players can adapt to any situation. A little bit of weather isn't going to affect us. Can Inlundulu maintain his impressive recent form? We've been indebted to him recently, and once again, our chances will be greatly improved if he plays well. Yeah, he needs to go off if we're going to win this game. They actually lost 3 in a row, but they've won their last 2. Like, I know some of these players. That's scary. Like, I don't know any of the other players in any of the Scottish Championship teams, but I know some of their players, and that's not a good feeling because that means they're at least decent. It's like I said before, it's just a lucky dip. I'm not too fussed about this game. If we barely lose, that'll be frustrating, but I just want to see where we're at. And we have a highlight here in the 12th minute. It's going to be their free kick, I believe. It is their free kick on the and Barisic is a very good free kick taker, so this is not good. Yeah, saw that coming. We can't give away free kicks. We're going to have to stay on feet. I wish you would have missed that so I could have made that change then and just not had that come up, but they scored. I need to fix it now, or otherwise they're going to score again. Barisic is a ridiculous free kick taker. He's like 17 or 18 free kicks, something like that. So we just can't give him any opportunities from the edge of the area. He's going to score them just like that. Barisic on the ball again. He is the danger man right now. He's got good crossing as well, I believe, so you really need to focus on getting him out of the game. Walker with a good interception there, but it ends up falling to Hadji. And puts it back into Tavernier to Jota. Takes a shot towards the far post, but it just goes wide of the far post. That was a good-looking shot. It just barely went wide, and they have really stepped it up this game so far. They have been the better team. We have the more XG, but they've had all the highlights. So that's what matters. And we're going to have another highlight here in the 35th minute. It's going to be a long throw from us. We've scored quite a few long throws, but this one goes right to the goalkeeper. Yeah, I have to keep Smith in this team just because his long throws are so valuable. We've gotten like 4 or 5 goals from his long throws. Armand going to head that on Inlundulu. These are the ones he scores, and he's offside. He scored it too, but he was offside. That's unfortunate because that was a great opportunity, but he was just straight a little bit offside. Armand with the flick on, but it just wasn't to be. Jack on the edge of the area, into Kamara, back to Jack to Kent. Ooh, nice interception by Halkett, but he still gets it through to Morelos. Into Jota. Had his nice shot earlier. He's going to get the ball intercepted, but he gets it back. Oh, and Morelos is unmarked in the middle of the box. Yeah, this is not good. This is kind of what I expected, but I feel like they've been a little bit lucky. A free kick, and then just so many balls deflected right back to their players. We intercepted the ball like 3 times right here, and just kept falling back to them. And then I just don't know what Halkett is doing. And where's our other center back? Is he marking? Yeah, Stutar's out marking Jata, and Halkett is just Halkett, whatever his name is just not doing his job. Just leaving Morelos completely unmarked. And that's 2-0. We had more shots. We are getting FM'd. We are officially getting FM'd. We've had more XG. FM'd. This is bullcrap. I'm going to say, show me something else. I'm not happy with that. I want you to at least act like you have a chance of winning this game. I have faith. Sutar's pissed off. Whatever. I just realized I did not take it off attacking, so that might have been a mistake, but we can't really change it now, especially with that we're 3-0 down now. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have been attacking against Rangers away from home, but I meant to change it before the game. I just completely slipped my mind, and we've kind of paid for it. I don't feel like it's us being attacking that's really caused it, though. I mean, it's been a free kick, and a play that wasn't on the counter or anything. It's just a build-up play from them, which us being attacking doesn't do anything to it. Like, it doesn't change how that play ends up. Mackay Stevens has been absolutely shocking. Have at least gone with our 4-4-2, but I don't have anyone else that can play that. Actually, I do. I put Dembele on the bench just for this reason, just in case he was awful, which he has been. Our midfielders have been awful. Michael Smith has been awful, but his long throws are the only thing giving us a chance to score a goal. Inlundulu's not been good. I'm going to take Armand off, bring on Liam Boyce. He scored more goals than Armand has recently, so Inlundulu having a poor game. We had to have him have a good game for us to have any chance to win this game. If Inlundulu doesn't have a good game, we have 0% chance to beat a team of Rangers quality. We might be able to beat a Scottish Championship team if Inlundulu doesn't have a good game, and we have. But we get smashed by Rangers if Inlundulu doesn't show up. And we have been smashed here today. I'm going to berate the team because 4-0, I was okay being beat, but now looks pathetic. Like, you look like you should not be on the same pitch as Michael Smith is just completely overruns them, allows them to cut inside, and they're just so much better than us. Their players are just so much better than ours. It's not even funny. Holiday on a 6.1, get off my pitch. Demore's going to come in. I think that's all the subs I can make. That's 3 subs, right? No, that's 2 subs. I don't know. Do I get 4 subs in the cup? I guess I do. So Stephen A. Smith's coming on. And Kingsley's coming off. I guess I have unlimited subs. Jamie Brandon can kind of play left back, so he's going to play left back. Okay, that's all my subs. So it's what? 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 5 subs. That's nice to know. Not going to change anything, but we get 5 subs. Congratulations. I mean, really, we did not deserve to lose 4-0. This was a pretty close game. In terms of the shots, they ended up with double our shots on target in the end. We just pooped our pants in the second half, but we kept up with them in the first half. It was very even in the first half, even though they were ahead 2-0. They didn't deserve it. They probably deserved their 2 goals in the second half, but it probably should have been a 2-0 win, not a 4-0 win. Still not good enough. Inlundulu having a terrible game. Like I said before, we're never going to win if he has a terrible game against Rangers. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased because you need to show more than that. I'm okay losing to Rangers, but you need to at least show something. Show like you give a crap. No player played competently that game. Your team suffered a humiliating heavy defeat to Rangers, and the supporters are far from happy. What is your reaction to the result? It was an appalling result, and the players know exactly how I feel. They're not getting a day off now. You don't get a day off if you lose 4-0. I mean, success in the Cup was never really on the cards. If we got past them, then we definitely had a chance to win that, but really, if you're going to win that Cup, you got to beat Celtic or Rangers at some point, and we're just unable to doing that. We're a championship squad for one, and we're just not good enough. They have probably like 10 times our budget, probably. Like, one of their players probably makes the same as our entire team, so it's hard to win when you're in that kind of situation. Now I'm going to play the Wraith game in between, and then we'll come back for Dumbarton. This should be a 4-0 in our favor, because Dumbarton, I believe, are in League One as well. So, yeah, they're in Scottish League One. So that should be a pretty good smacking of them. I don't think I need to rotate for this Wraith game, because I can probably rotate for Dumbarton, because Ayr United's coming up after that. So that's going to be tough. But I don't think it's going to be that exciting this season, because we're currently running away with it. 12 points clear already, 32 goal difference so far. And I think we're just going to continue to run away with it. Lundulu is just in a league of his own. So I'll see you for the Dumbarton. Oh, yeah, was it Dumbarton? Yeah, Dumbarton match. Also, do Dumbarton and Livingston just have the exact same badge, or is it just me? Feels like they have the exact same badge, but Dumbarton's just a little bit fatter. So that's just something I noticed. I'll see you for that game. I'm going to play this Wraith game in between. And we are back for the Dumbarton game. Before we get to the Dumbarton game, though, we're at near the end of the transfer window, and I've done a little bit of business. I've wanted to bring in a bunch of end-of-contract players from England and stuff, but there's just not any good options out there. None that will want to join us for a price we can afford. Because we can only offer, like, at max $6K per week, and everyone wants, like, 15, and that's, like, a third of my budget. So, yeah, I can't do that. I guess it's not a third of it. It's a tenth of our budget, but still, like, we don't have the money to spend that much. I did ask the board for some more money this transfer window, because we didn't have any going into the transfer window. They gave me both more transfer budget and wage budget, which I moved all to wage budget, and I've got 25K. So I was like, that's a lot of money to sign quite a few decent players for 6, 7K a week. But there's just no options out there that want to join us. That's the problem. Players wanting to join us. So if we go to our transfers, one guy we did sign is Josh Knight, center back / central midfielder / defensive midfielder / right back. He's pretty solid. He's really good on the ball, really good ball player. Doesn't have the best vision, but everything else is solid. He's got solid physicals. Pace, strength, acceleration, nothing amazing, but they're solid enough. Concentration really lets him down, as well as decisions, but really good anticipation, bravery, aggression. Positioning's okay. His technicals are pretty solid. Teamwork and work rate are really good, so I just think he'll be a good backup option. That's what I kind of think I'm bringing him in as, is a backup option to both center back and central midfielder as a ball winner, maybe even a box to box. He could probably play box to box. So just an option in all three of those, and he can be a backup at right back. So just a very versatile player that can play on the bench. I can't remember how much we signed him for. It was like 3,000 something. Actually, can I find out on here? It doesn't say. It just says, all right, 5,250. So 5.25K per week. A little bit more than I wanted to spend on him. Like, he's currently only on, well, I guess that's what he's currently on. So, yeah, we're paying what he's probably worth. So, I'm okay with that. And another one we will be bringing in, hopefully, is Tom Davies on loan. We just don't have an answer for that box-to-box position, and I'm hoping Tom Davies can be it. Really good mentals, really good physicals. Technical's a little iffy, but he's got him where you need him. Dribbling, first touch, passing, tackling, technique. So he's fine where you need him to be. So I think he's a pretty solid box-to-box midfielder. If we can actually compare him to, like, Halliday, it's not even close. It's legitimately not even close. So he could be a huge upgrade, and he's only on, I think, 4,500 a week. So he's going to be big for there. Hopefully we can win this cup with him in there. That's really my aim of bringing better players right now, is to hopefully win the cup, because I think the league is already foregone conclusion. So now we just need to win the cup. Got some other players going out that are just youth players that aren't any good. So no other players coming in, no other players coming out. Like, if you want to look at players available to me, these are all the players on loan I can get. Like, I'll see there's some of these that are really good. Like, Florian Berlogan's a pretty good player, but we don't need him. Burke's a pretty decent player, but he's on 26K a week. They want like 30% of that, which I just can't afford. Would be nice as a Scottish player to come in, play that left inverted winger position. Noma's a decent player, but we don't really need him. Chowdhury would be amazing, but they want way too much for him, and we can't afford him. Diangana's a good player, and I actually considered it, but they wanted to play on the left wing, and they had it in there. They would not remove it. He had to play on the left wing, or they would poop their little pants. So I didn't want to risk them getting unhappy with me and not loaning me players in the future. So I decided to not go for the loan. I don't think we need him, so we obviously do kind of need him, but I don't think we need him to win the league. Also, the same can be said for Ben Woodburn, another guy that can play on the left wing, but they wanted him to play as an attacking midfielder, and I definitely didn't want to ruin my chances of loaning for future Liverpool players. So I didn't want to do that. I thought about bringing in Dan Burn too, but he wants too much money for him. He'd be a really good goal scoring option for center backs. He has 19 jumping reach at 6'7". He could definitely just dominate some of these center backs and strikers in this league. Nothing else really amazing on here that we need, really. Dwight Gale, but yeah, we're good. But if you look at our actual transfers, people we can actually bring in, it's very, very not good. Like, yeah, there's like no names in here that give you any sort of. We did miss out on one player. I put him on a short list. Failed transfers. Alex Mowat. He was going to be our fix for the box-to-box midfielder position. He's really freaking good, and he's Scottish. But he decided to join the Chicago Fire instead. If we compare him to Tom Davies, I think he's better technically. He's probably as good mentally, and he's just not as good physically. Yeah, Tom Davies is a little bit better, but I think he would have been a good option for us in the Premiership next season. But yeah, he chose Chicago Fire, which doesn't make any sense. You could have gone to your native land of Scotland. We're going to be in the Premiership next season. But no, he turned us down, so that's annoying. But yeah, so about the team for this game. Oh yeah, I forgot I have to have two goalkeepers on the bench. What a stupid rule. Where is he? You be on the bench for Nardi, sure. Michael Smith can play center back if I absolutely needed him to. Rarely do we need a center back. I've done a little bit of rotation for this match. Mitch Clark is going to come in just so they don't get upset with him because he's not playing a whole lot. Craig Gordon is back, and he's in, so that's great. Herring comes in. Teddy Jinks comes in a deep line playmaker. Demore, I played him last game as the box-to-box. Should be box-to-box. I don't know why it said ball winner. Should be box-to-box. I guess I changed that for somebody else, and it's stuck. But yeah, I played him last game, and he's a little bit tired, so I might actually not play him this game. Give Andy Halliday his last chance before he gets replaced. But yeah, I think he's put in a decent performance the last couple of times I've played him, so he might be a better option than Halliday. Dembele as well has been performing every single time I gave him an opportunity, so I'm going to give him the opportunity here ahead of Mackay Steven. Jamie Walker holding a spot on the left, and I had an injury, unfortunately, to Inlundulu. He'll be back for the next match, but he's going to miss this one. But it's League One. If you're ever going to have him miss a match, be against a team in the lower divisions. So Armand and Boyce are a fine strike partnership, so we should be getting by just fine. So this should be a comfortable victory. I'm hoping a 4-0 for us, just to put us right again, put us back onto the good form, and get the rest of the season jump-started. I'm going to say we're favorites and should be winning this comfortably, because that is the case. We are much better than a League One team. We should be in the Premiership. We've been dominating championship opposition. We should be able to dominate League One opposition. It looks like it's snowed. I think that's what's supposed to be a snowy pitch. It doesn't look snowy. It looks like it was just painted. But, it's raining. So, is it raining or did it used now it looks like there's snow, but it's rain? I don't know. They're through, and a nice save from Gordon. That was far too easy. Oh, he was offside, though, so that's why. That's why it was so easy. He was cheating. What a cheater. Hopefully we don't embarrass ourselves today. We embarrassed ourselves last time we played, and I want a much better game this week. It has to be, right? Every time we played League One opposition so far this season, we've played like 3 or 4 games against League One opposition, and we've smashed them every single time. So I'm hoping this game will be no different. Obviously, we don't have Inlundulu, who scored most of our goals, but I trust Armand and Boyce. Boyce wouldn't have needed to call on him. He scored braces and hat tricks for me. Armand, at the back post, scores the first goal of the game. I knew I could trust him, and he finds the back of the net. He's not scoring a whole lot, but he's scoring some, and he's doing really well in the hold-up play, so I'm not too upset. He's not getting many assists, but he's holding up the ball well and bringing other players into position, into the game, so he's doing the job I need him to as a target man. He's not quite winning as many headers as I would like, but he's doing his job still. We're going to have a throw in from Mitch Clark, who doesn't quite have 15 long throws, so that doesn't go anywhere near the box. That is the difference between a bad long throw taker and a good long throw taker. If Smith has that, he throws that all the way to the goalkeeper. But, yeah, Clark can't even get it to the edge of the box. That's the difference that a good long throw taker has. That's why I just can't replace Smith. Like, he's playing all right, too, so I don't need to replace him, but I don't want to. If I do, I want somebody else with good long throws, because I've kind of grown accustomed to those long throws. Once you start getting long throws like that, you want to keep them. As Armand from the edge of the area, what a shot that is. On his left foot, I'm pretty sure he's right-footed. Am I wrong? Or is he not right-footed? I thought he was right-footed, but with his left foot, he curls it from the edge of the area into the back of the net. Halliday to Boyce, over to Armand, one touch to get around the defender, and leathers it into the back of the net. Is he left-footed? I thought he was right-footed. He is right-footed. Okay, I'm not wrong. I'm not losing my mind. He is a right-footed player, but he decided to go with his left foot there. And for reasonable, that's a pretty dang good left foot. It looks like we're going to go into halftime with a 2-0 lead. We've been the better team. We actually have a highlight right as the time's ready to expire. And they're going to score a goal in the last second of the first half. Literally the last second of the first half. Time had expired. We were 2 seconds over, and they score a goal. That is so frustrating. That's like the first goal we've conceded from a corner, too. And it's, who is this? Jinx missing the header. Maybe he should not be there because I don't think he's that tall, but I think our original guy was pretty decently tall, which is why I had him in that position. But we don't have anyone else that really could play there. I mean, I could play Boyce there, or I could play Boyce there. So he's like 6 foot, so maybe I need to switch him around. I don't know how tall Jinx is, but I don't think it's very tall. I'm going to say I'm not happy. Armand, I'm very happy with you, actually. I am outstretched my arms. I'm delighted with your performance. He doesn't care. Everyone else, not good enough. Especially Jinx. This is the first game he's gotten in a while, and he's not giving me a reason to give him more games. He missed the header. He's obviously not doing anything offensively. Everyone's on a 7, but him and Dembele are on 6.3 and 6.5. I was hoping Dembele would be able to establish himself as a decent option on the right wing, but we just have no options there. We just have none. It's so frustrating. No one is stepping up. Halliday's actually stepping up this game, having a decent game. Dembele, offside. Gosh dang it. That was his chance to, right his wrongs and get him back into the scoring books and get him back into the favor. But it's closer than he really realized. It looked like he was pretty far off, but he kind of stepped back the last second. And he's just barely offside. If we throw this away from here, we should be 3-4-1 up right now. We should be 3-4-0 up, but we allowed an annoying corner goal. They're going to shoot from the edge of the area. If you can do that all night, I just noticed our entire defense is on a yellow. That's not ideal. Stay on feet, boys. No red cards. That would really suck. Dembele, get off my pitch. Kai Steven. Jinx, get off my pitch. McAniff. Hopefully they can change the game. Walker hasn't had his great game. Boyce hasn't done anything. It's been the Armand show, and I'm okay with it because it looks like it's going to give us a victory unless we screw this up at the end of the game. Might take it off of attacking just so we don't get beat on the counter. Sutar, I haven't really seen him do much, but he's getting good ratings, so I'm guessing he's doing his job. He's one of the positions where it's almost a good thing if you don't see him because that means they're doing their job right. They're not allowing anyone to get past them. They're not allowing anyone to have a shot on goal. So just ignoring the Boyce just scored because he finally scores a goal. Who had the ball over? Was it McAniff? Nope. Halliday with the ball over the top. He is barely onside as well. That is as close as the other one was. Just in the opposite direction. We have a free kick now. Kingsley, he scored one already. I think in the last set of games he scored a free kick, and he just puts this one wide. He's a decent free kick taker. We've got some decent set piece takers in our team, so I think I'm going to take him off actually now. I'm going to move Halliday over there. He's naturally left-footed and he can play at left back. I'll bring in Demore. I don't know what I'm going to do on the wings. Like I said, I'm just not finding any options there. Like, Mackay Stevens not done anything. Obviously, I hoped Karamoko Dembele would be a fix, but he's clearly not. Boyce getting another goal. Finally making this game as much of a rout as it should be. This is what I expected going into this game, and we struggled for so long, but here recently we've really kicked it up a gear. Ever since McInnes come in the game, he's done well. So, yeah, he's taking off where Jinx did not. They've gone to a 3-4-3. I think it's a little bit late, lads. I think you're down 3-0, and there's 4 minutes to go. I know you're great at scoring stoppage time goals, but I think you need quite a few of those, and that's probably not very likely. Boyce on a hat trick. Both of our strikers actually on a hat trick now. Cool to see one of them get him, but Mackay Steven, that's exactly what I needed. I needed to see Mackay Steven pop up with the goal. Only his 4th of the season. That's just not very good for an attacking winger, as like an inverted winger on attack. I believe he's on attack. So yeah, I'm not super happy with him this season, but he finally gets a goal there. Hopefully that'll put him into some good scoring and just good performance form, like just any good form. You don't need to score as long as you play well and let the striker score, because Nlundulu will score all the goals you ever need. Just put him in a position to do it. That's all I ask for. Ooh, that is a tough coming together. McInnes, who's just been on the ball ever since he came on the pitch. That is not good. I just praised you, and now you're doing that? Now they've got so many men through on goal. Croissant taking a shot. It's going to be saved by Gordon. And they're going to have a corner, but obviously they scored a corner in the stoppage time last time, but not this time. Armand at the front post, ready to head it away. Kai Steven looking to try to go on the break, but he doesn't quite have the legs for it. He did draw the foul, though. Got a deep free kick, but don't think we're going to see it. It's going to start with a goal kick. It should be the end highlight. Hopefully it's just us scoring another goal on the counterattack, or just, who is that? Sutar, just, what are you doing? It's them scoring a goal on the counterattack. It's Sutar just lollygagging around. I don't know what he was trying to do there. Like, let's just, where are you going? What are you doing? The AI for defenders sometimes is so dumb. It makes them backpedal in the dumbest of situations. That is the big problem I have with this match engine. Defenders backpedaling when dudes with 80 pace are running right at them. Like, no, turn and run, you idiot. They don't do it until the guy's already 5 yards past them. Then they're like, oh, we should probably turn around and run like normal players will. It's so frustrating. It happens so often. Seems like every single counterattack, that's what you get into. If they have any numbers, if they're anywhere close to even numbers, that's going to happen. We're going to have a counterattack now, but it's going to be Kai Steven on the right-hand side. If he can get an assist, that would be great. He's going to put it across, and Loic Damour. Maybe I don't need another box-to-box midfielder. Maybe Damour's been the one all along. He scored a screamer a couple games ago. A very good, like, it might be up there for goal of the season. So maybe I just need to trust him a little bit more. His attributes don't look amazing, but his performances are saying quite a bit. Okay, too late to praise the team, but a 6-2 win, much better than that awful 4-0 loss to Rangers. We kind of put that on our back and just spurred us on to a good performance. McInnes somehow getting a 7.1, even though he was on a 6.8 like 30 seconds ago. Damour with a great goal, great game. I'll stress my arm, say I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. 6-2. Let me see. Do we get the draw before the end of the transfer window? Armand, man of the match. Fantastic. I'm actually going to also praise Liam Boyce, because he got a brace as well. Praise him for his last game. You were superb in front of goal. When is the... where's the button? Which is the right button on? This one. There. When do we get the... Doesn't say. So, I don't think I'll wait to find the Scottish Cup draw. I'll just come back whenever it's time for the Scottish Cup, probably. If we look at our schedule... Oh, here's the Scottish Cup. It's already drawn. We just don't know who it's going to be against yet. I guess if we get a good draw there, I'll come back for that. It's only 4 games away. But I think them and Ayr would be a good Good episode. I think I'm definitely going to come back for Ayr no matter what, but it just depends if the Scottish Cup game's going to be a decent one. If it's another League One team, there's no point showing it. There's even some non-league teams that are still in here probably, so there might not be much reason to show it. But if it's a Premiership opposition or a decent Championship opposition, I might show it. But we'll see. I'm not going to give any guarantees. I said what I was going to be back for last episode, and I lied, so I'm not going to lie again. I'll see you if this Ayr United. We'll just see what the other match is. So if you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.